Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions. My name's Kevin Owens, and to my left,
John Winter.
and to his left,
William Cardona.
hey, how's everybody doing this week?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's weekend coming up. Feeling good about it. See how it goes. How about yourself?
It was okay.
Jonathan says,
It was a week.
good week, bad week?
I'd say average. About an average week.
Average. Well, I mean, leading up to today, I've been contemplating back and forth if I should move to Vegas or not. You know, I went to Vegas for a job interview, and it went well. The trip could have been better. I mean, I could have done a whole lot more gambling, a whole lot more, strip teasing, and a whole lot more drinking, but it was all business and not too bad.
It was pretty much just an overnight trip for you, too, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It was actually get to the airport, fly out, get there, do the damn thing, and get back to the airport and come back. I mean, I did make time. I did go to a casino, hit up a couple of slots, played craps, lost.
And that's where the strip teasing came in.
Well, if I would have won, maybe, but definitely lost. So I said, yeah, I'm going to go home with my tail in between my legs.
That's completely opposite for me. Usually I lose enough, and then I have to strip, so people pay me to put my clothes back on, and then I can continue gambling.
At that point, after losing, there's no dignity, so I just leave. And then, as far as that, I mean, not too bad. I was lucky enough, both flights going over there and coming back, not to get in, those annoying, stupid babies crying. It doesn't let you do anything.
Who'd you fly out on?
Spirit. Have you guys heard of Spirit?
No.
Really?
Sounds safe. Sounds very safe.
For the most part, yeah. Very cheap though. It's, I guess, they're brand new. Well, I wouldn't say brand new, but up and coming airlines.
Spirit, now with Afterlife Insurance.
Right?
Absolutely. I mean, they haven't come across with that application yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But nonetheless, cheap flights, heading over there and back. My round trip was $40 one way, so
Wow.
80.
Under
plus.
$100 to get to Vegas and back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, then you start doing the math, depending on the car, obviously. But my car, I take about $35-$40 on gas to get there and to get back. And there goes my airlines. So.
Yeah, my car's old enough where, about $80 in gas, 3 quarts in oil, and probably some small animal sacrifice.
Well, for the most times, that's pretty good.
The gas mileage or the animal sacrifice?
The animal sacrifice, we definitely need to get those demons off the road. You gotta do something. Speaking of demons, I get back and I get a text from the wife, and she sends me a picture that my dog took a big old dump in my apartment. And I'm like, God damn it, I thought I trained her. Apparently I did an awful job.
The wife or the dog?
Well, now that you say it, I tell her, hey, it just takes a little bit of time to take the dog out. But hey, it's not her fault. She works all day.
It's no excuse. I mean, what would the women do without us men on this planet?
I definitely agree. I definitely get. What's your opinion on that, John?
What would the women do? There'd be lots of fighting. Countries would be a lot smaller. Closets would be bigger than the bedroom themselves.
Yeah, that would be interesting. The way houses would be built. I mean, closets would be bigger, kitchens would be bigger, and well, maybe not kitchens. I guess some women don't really like to cook, but definitely the bathrooms. You gotta have your mirrors like everywhere.
I mean, who's building these houses? I mean, without a TLC Learning Channel documentary going on, I mean, I don't think any of these women have any talents to drive it. I mean, I've watched my wife try to hang up a picture, and she ain't driving a nail through a 2x4 to do some framing.
Yeah, I'm not very handy, but I'm very judgmental, so I'm going to go with Kevin on this one.
I agree. Yeah, I think the only women nowadays that really come with the whole package is, at least from my point of view, my side, because I'm Hispanic, all the older generation Hispanic women, moms, they did everything. They cooked, they cleaned all our crap, they fixed everything, and they did half the time with no guy around. So growing up, I definitely seen it. So when I meet my wife, she's more of a modern girl, and going to school and working and everything, and to learn how to cook with her going along is like, yeah, it's a different experience. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, I can't say too much. My wife, she's pretty handy. She built the headboard for our bed.
I saw that. Not bad.
She got a wild bug up her ass and was like, you know what? We're relaxing way too much on this weekend, so let's just get a bunch of wood, some splinters, and put a headboard together.
Jeez, she just showed you up. Huh?
Yeah. She took my man card away for that one.
And it seems
And
like
she built the bench too, which the only purpose of the bench is for me to bang my shins on, which job very successful. I bang my shins on it very much. But besides that, yeah, she doesn't cook, and so I get to be the jerk. So I'm like, oh man, she repaired that, and I better be an asshole for today. Get my man card back.
I know who to call when I have a plumbing problem.
apparently John's wife.
No, as a big guy, no, I can fix the plumbing.
Or destroy it for that matter. I've got that same problem. So speaking of building houses and stuff, anybody catch up with Vanilla Ice and the trouble he's into this week?
Oh yeah, I heard some of the story off of TMZ. What do you know the full story? I just talked a little bit.
Got it right here. So he was arrested and charged with burglary and grand theft for allegedly, and again, I love that word thrown out there. I mean, he was caught with it. It's no longer alleged, but for allegedly stealing furniture, a pool heater, bicycles, and other stuff from a vacant home in Florida. Now he's filming his show a couple doors down on the street. Apparently he saw it. Supposedly it was out by the curb, but actually had some of the workers from his show go inside the home and remove some of these items. And it looks
well, you have to use allegedly because they have to subpoena the furniture to make sure that they didn't give consent to leave the empty house.
No, I'm sure it says there to get it straight. The show was being recorded while he goes over and tries to get all this furniture.
No, I don't think. I mean, it's possible that they caught some of it on tape, and if that's the case, I mean, you're a damn fool.
That idiot.
Well, it's Vanilla Ice, so they're recording it.
I mean,
and you said what the workers? He encouraged the workers to go steal it,
right?
So they're probably like, "What are we going to do in this living room? It doesn't even have a fucking couch."
Well,
we need to get one.
He did.
Hey,
yeah. He got some chairs, iron top table, 2 bicycles, a $3,000 pool heater or a pool pump.
Well, okay, this is my question. What the hell is Vanilla Ice doing in construction? He should be selling fucking ice cream. You need MC Hammer doing construction.
That's not a bad idea.
Not fucking Vanilla Ice. MC Hammer.
I hope they're listening because that's a show I'd really like to see.
Fucking put them in, I don't know, selling Sundays or something. Fuck. Not fucking dealing with construction.
Like, I can say, I get a lot of crap from my friends for this one, but I do not have Ice Ice Baby on my iPod. I will not stoop that low and put that song on there. And I'm probably the only white man in America without that song. I don't know the words to it. I could care less. Wasn't a fan of him then.
Bro, you dye your hair blonde and you're the fat version of Ice Ice Baby.
Thank you. I'm not sure how to take that one.
You're welcome. Very, very
Yeah,
welcome.
I don't need it on my iPod because I work at a community college. I can just turn any white girl there and be like, "Can you play Ice Ice Baby for me?"
Oh, they've got it.
And they'd be like, "I can't even."
Dance moves, words.
I mean, I think it's just the words that was catchy. I mean, the song itself is not, it doesn't put me in the mood to dance. It's just Ice Ice Baby.
Well, and you heard, jeez. Well, no. You gotta go back one.
Oh,
that was part of the lawsuit, right? The difference between, who was it? Wasn't Sting? Who did Under Pressure?
David Bowie.
David Bowie. So he was on video, Vanilla Ice, and he made it clear that the difference between his song and David Bowie's,
Correction, Queen and David Bowie,
was the David Bowie and Queen is dun 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 dun, whereas Vanilla Ice, the great producer, rapper, musical artist that he was,
okay, great,
differentiated with, well, ours is dun 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 dun. That's all I need. Apparently the courts didn't feel the same way, and I believe he lost that one.
Oh, that's what pretty much took him out the map, huh?
That and Suge Knight, but that's a story for another time. Poor Suge Knight. You'd think you'd learn at this point, you had everything going for you. Black, rich, powerful.
Although I have to recommend, I mean, here's a little sports for you. I think we need a reality show with Vanilla Ice and Ryan Leaf. They seem to be in the same things, disappointing people, breaking into houses, doing drugs. These are all things that those two individuals do. I'd watch that on the Learning Channel because God knows we don't need to learn anything about science or anything else.
Oh no, unless you're a good Mormon family or Christian family with 18 kids or anything like a midget family. I mean, there's nothing to learn on the Learning Channel.
Well, okay, what channel is that? The Learning Channel?
TLC.
How's a show about a family with 18 kids not like softcore porn or something. Like, how do they get enough time between where they're reproducing and filming the show to pump another one out?
I mean, who's paying for these kids? Apparently, it's Utah, right? They're in. I don't know where they're at. I don't have cable, so.
Well, that was my question exactly, and I asked my wife, "What the heck? How is that even possible?" And come to show a little bit of research. You get the older women that can't really reproduce, or they're having problems conceiving, or the couple, whatever you want to put it. Long story short, pump some drugs in them and it pops out more eggs than what you expect. And then pretty much all the sperm fertilize all those eggs at one time, thus producing, 18 fucking babies. Now why?
I'm unsure that any woman on the face of the planet's carried 18 babies at one time, but.
I don't know if any eggs are popping out of anything. I'm surprised.
Well, now was it 18?
No, I mean, it's been over a number of years. Octomom was the one that had.
That's who I'm referring. Yeah, that's the last one that popped out some ridiculous amount of babies.
And that's Octomom bringing us back to porn.
Anybody see it?
No.
To my wife, I say no, I have not seen it, and this is the end of the podcast.
Well,
yes, I have seen the clips of the video. And it's all right. Like it's
solo.
Someone with lots of plastic surgery,
It's a solo film, and ironically enough, at least and we've all seen porn stars without makeup, and holy shit, I'd have chewed my arm off to get away from one of these girls back in the day, meeting them at a bar.
Right.
But you doll them up, and it's like, oh my god, wow, you're a dirty bitch.
Yeah, most of them are. I would imagine.
Well, the porn stars are just women.
Oh, yeah.
Undolled up.
Porn stars. My wife's a saint, makeup or not. But Octomom didn't look bad. I was kind of impressed. Was with her all the way up until the last segment of that video. And there's something I've never been a foodie. The occasional whipped cream. I'm okay with that, I guess. Some chocolate sauce, but I'm not a foodie when it comes to sex.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I like to keep my pizza away from any orifice I may be.
Yeah, I never understood that. Just you come with too much sticky situation, and not produced out of your body, but just the food. You start getting sticky, or I don't know. It's just inconvenient.
Like it seems like more trouble than what it's worth.
The cleanup.
And I think it's more trouble for her than for you as a guy, I mean, she's got honey dripping down her chin. It's in places that you don't want it to be. I don't.
And then if you live in my house, fucking 30 minutes later, you got a line of ants for freaking waiting to get up all on this food that we dropped. And no way I'm not getting no ants going up my butt crack. So I just keep the food in the fridge and keep the regular lubes where they need to be.
I don't need any other reasons to have my wife tell me no. We've been married for 15 years. I don't need to go to her and go like, hey, would you like to feel especially dirty after this, where you absolutely need to take a shower?
And I mean, and that's where that Octomom video ruined it for me was, SpaghettiOs. At the very end of the video, she's covered, and they called them Octo-O's, I believe, but I had to shut that thing off. I was like, I can't do it.
I didn't make it that far.
She's ironing, she's in the kitchen cooking some stuff up, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna rub one out while I cover myself in children's pasta. Kind of took you right out of the moment.
Wow, she went that extreme, huh?
That far. Far.
Yeah, definitely. No wonder I never got into Oreos or Oreo, whatever she was covered in.
Oh, that's the difference between men and women for you. Women like to multitask. As a guy, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's really hot. I really want to rub one out covered in SpaghettiOs. And so I go get a can and I end up eating it all, and they go, well, I still need to rub one out. So one task after the other.
Speaking of rubbing one out, so this story's coming to us from Florida. God bless Florida, right? Every time you hear one of these damn stories, it's coming straight out of Florida. But one of our favorite contributors always, Huffington Post. Gotta love the weird news on there. Headline reads as such: Naked woman stops traffic to masturbate in front of a car.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Continue.
So a nude Florida woman who cops say was on quote-unquote heavy drugs Sunday night allegedly stopped traffic to masturbate in front of a couple's car, then climbed on the hood.
Now, what time is this? I mean, is this like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, or 1 p.m?
11:15. So could be after bar time. I mean, it's still
11:15.
kind of early. Don't know if it was during the week or if it was a weekend. She's only 31.
Does that matter? Like,
I mean,
like masturbation in front of a car.
Well,
What, was it 2 lanes, 1 lane?
It definitely does matter. You get an 80-year-old masturbating in front of your car. I mean, that's
No,
a different
by the
story.
same days of the week. So
You don't
is
think
Tuesday
twice,
better to
though.
masturbate than like a Friday? Like Sunday, no, that's...
well, you can justify, you get a Saturday. Okay, she partied Friday night pretty hard. She's on a bit of a drug binge. You get a Wednesday night. It's like your kid's got school and shit.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't
So
be out there
Saturday,
doing
it's
this.
like she was partying. Tuesday, we need to have an intervention. This bitch has a drinking problem.
A drug problem, something. I mean, jeez.
At least they moved on from cannibalism and face eating.
Amy, we need to talk about that incident. I mean, like, how do you even approach that as her family members? I mean, do you just let her deal with it in court? Is it an ongoing problem?
Now, to be fair, with all the sexual fetishes out there, I mean, car commercials can be pretty sexy. She may have been like, ooh, look at that Toyota.
Yeah, not in the
And its
States.
curves.
I mean, okay, well,
Let me flick the bean.
you got to bring it more home. Okay, say your sister, your close cousin did this. This is your close cousin. What do you do? I mean, I think the first question is like, what the fuck were you thinking?
I would just be like, surprised it didn't happen sooner.
It took you 31 years, really? About time.
Mom's just like, I always knew that's where you were headed.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like, if you got all my brothers and sisters together, we could be like the new Duggars or something. Between my mom and my dad, they're prodigious spawning, let's say. There's a lot of siblings on my side of the family.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess I would be curious to hear her explanation, her reasoning for her being crazy, and after that, I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
I mean, all it says here is she was under the influence of a heavy unknown substance. I mean, I'm going to go with bath salts. I know bath salts kind of fell out of the news after the zombie apocalypse,
Right?
Which was in Florida as well, wasn't it?
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
that was their biggest natural disaster right after Jeb Bush.
Something like that. I mean, which reminds me, driving down, not driving down the highway up in Vegas, the 15. They have billboards up, telling people, or it's do you pretty much call this number if you want a medical marijuana card, and if you want to get it legal, call 888 blah 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 blah.
Oh, they're giving them away now.
Oh crap! I was like, seriously? Wow.
Have you flipped around the San Diego Reader lately? Either one of you?
No. Apparently, I didn't get the homework assignment.
The last 5-6 pages of that book is nothing but we'll deliver. Free grams here. I mean, we're living in a magical day and age that I had always wished for, and I don't smoke anymore. I mean, if that's not some form of hell, I don't know what is.
Well, I mean, at this age, I don't know. If you haven't continually smoked all through your 20s, teens, 20s, and you're at this point, I don't know. It's not a big deal, I guess. Maybe once in a blue moon, probably.
It makes me feel old. Before it was part of the crowd, like, hey, dude, you smoke? Oh, yeah, I smoke, dude. And you hang out and you share an experience. Now, everybody's just like, you got your card? You don't have your card? You're fucking shunned for not smoking weed now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's almost looked at as the regular thing to do. Like, same thing as drinking. You don't drink? What the hell's wrong with you?
Right.
You don't drink. You've never drank. What?
I mean, I think jobs, I don't think jobs are ever going to fall in line, legal or not. I don't think any of them are going to ever just be like, you know what, it's cool. Though my last job did say, if you guys have a card, let us know. And I was like, if I got a card, I ain't telling you shit because you're probably going to fire me.
But hey, I don't think that's legal though. I mean, you could take them to court. Hey, it's justifiable. It's medical reasons.
Well, but the problem now is not being able to discern when you had partaken in smoking and you get into a workers' comp case, right? Because marijuana stays throughout your system for so long.
Right.
So you could have been high. How do you prove that you weren't? How do they prove that you were? It just gets into a nasty, nasty battle. So the best course of action is, of course, zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Jobs will never tolerate it because of the fact that it lingers in your system for so long.
It doesn't necessarily impair you. I mean, I can understand not doing it. And again, we used to live in a day and age where you could go out and have a beer at lunch, guys on the crew, head back to work. Nobody'd say anything.
Oh, beer.
But now with all the workers' comp claims, all these little minor things, it's easier to just let it go.
Well, I mean, that's what the U.S. has come to, is lawsuit happy. What can I get money? Let me throw a lawsuit here. Let me sue you here. And oh my, you know, you guys heard of the case with McDonald's back in the day where they served that coffee without the protective whatever around the cup, and the lady got burned.
Well, no, she spilt it in her lap. I mean, who would have thought you order a fucking hot coffee and they give you exactly what you asked for?
And she said because of the cup was hot.
But now it's there. Beware, content's hot.
Yeah.
If you need that type of warning, seriously, don't leave the house. Stay inside. Lock your doors. Hide your women and children.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous and sad that we live at this point where...
Yeah, but speaking of money, though, is I think companies will fall in line. You'll get a lot of them that will allow you to. Because I was just reading the last week or so that Colorado's going to have to like return some money because they're making too much money. Like they've made so much money off of the sale of marijuana in Colorado that the state is actually going to have to return some of it because they've taken too much.
Okay, yeah, my wife told me about this. How in the world is that even possible? Why would they return anything? Why not use it to...
Whoever thought of fucking honest lawmakers and legislation? I mean, it's unheard of.
Yeah, like, oh, wait, hold on. I'm too rich. Here you go. This is too much money, bro. Give it back.
I'm all for robbing people, but damn, that's a lot of money.
I mean, Colorado sounds like just a magical time and place right now.
I mean, business must be booming. And I just don't understand. Okay, why give it back? Why not fix your roads? Update your school. I don't know, do something positive.
I'm sure they are. I mean, Colorado's a pretty solid state. You know, I mean, that's where my heart lies. That's where ultimately I'd like to die there.
Colorado? Really?
Yeah.
This is news to me. Why? You grew up there?
Nope. 4 years. Spent 4 years there, early 2000s, and just fell in love with it.
You really? Why?
People were nice. It's I mean, it's literally God's country out there.
Well, you know.
I mean, four seasons.
Okay.
You can differentiate spring and fall. It's not just many shades of gray.
Yeah, but as what Daniel Tosh once said, is I like the seasons. I just live in a place that skips the shitty ones.
That's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, how does Colorado differ from Kansas?
Never been to Kansas.
Minnesota?
You're looking at, I've been to
Utah.
Vegas, through Utah. I've been to Wyoming for beer runs when I lived in Colorado.
For beer runs?
And you have to. They're dry counties on Sundays. So for football games, living in Fort Collins, literally down the road from the Budweiser plant out there.
Wow.
We had to draw straws, Rochambeau, but someone's driving to the first gas station at the Wyoming state line, picking up beer and driving back.
Speaking of magical places, like, you ever go somewhere so brief in time, or you're at a young age where it's not like that anymore, but it just holds a special place in your heart?
Yeah.
My dad's still a truck driver, but when I was younger, about sixth grade or so, he was a cross-country truck driver, and so I'd go with him for the summers. And I remember, like, of all the cities we went to, I remember this little shithole. It was beautiful. It was in Illinois, but Beardstown, Illinois. And we were there for a day or two while his trucks getting unloaded and reloaded and whatnot. And I just remember just rubbernecking the whole time. There was so many girls my age. It was like 10-1. And we went to the ice cream shop, and it's like 30, 12 to 14-year-old girls. And I'm just like, Dad, can we live here? This place is magical.
Look at you, piqued Will's interest. Young children.
My eyes lit up. Yeah, I mean, like it's Christmas.
I mean, and that was one of the bummers. I don't know if the demographics have changed since I was out there, but
what, young children? I still hear there's people into it.
I see Kevin's getting into it. I'm rubbing off on Kevin.
It might be for me.
Not while I'm here. I mean, I already rubbed one out. I need another couple hours.
But we had it was two guys to every girl was pretty much the ratio out in Colorado at that time, and it was kind of heartbreaking, man. If you and your buddy don't agree on what type of girl you're both dating, what are you gonna do? Well, you share. You got to share, right?
Oh, like what about this agreement on the type of girl? Like,
yeah.
Like how are you categorizing them?
I mean, you basically, I mean, you got to split it up, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You got your Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You guys shoot craps for Sunday, but it's football, so.
No. This is like, that's prostitute sharing. But I was talking what type of girl you were categorizing them. I was interested, like.
They were, short. At that time, most of the girls out there, it was that damn rave scene. Lost a bunch of those girls to just furry boots and colored hair. And I got nothing against the raves. As far as the dress code, God damn, I can't stand the people.
That's like saying I have nothing against porn, especially because I like the dress code.
Pretty much. I don't understand why the ratio is so high like that, though.
Over in Beardstown, Illinois.
Yeah, I mean-
remember that? Like, there's like 10 girls to one. Thinking back on it, I like to delete this all the time because it ruins my fantasy. I think there was like a girls like baseball league.
Something going on.
Something going
Skewed
on. But
the
I was just
numbers
like, they're like, oh, Abraham Lincoln was born here or lived here or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, this is a magical place. Like, I don't think they're talking about the beards I think they are. I think, I think they're talking about a different kind of beard.
Now you know it's where all the gay men that have married their beards move to hide from their parents.
It's a magical place.
Got to be Beardstown.
It's a magical place.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm trying to think maybe economy sucks. I mean, I guess economy and having a good job trumps a lot of women. And that must be it. Because I mean, I wouldn't move. Why move?
Yeah.
Why you guys move?
You just got done saying you were looking to move.
Well,
Looking for a new job.
hey, I said I'm looking. Doesn't mean I'm going to move.
But I mean, honestly, Vegas is not on my list of places to fucking move. I'm a fat guy. I do not do well in heat.
I agree. So why do you live all the way out here where the heat is a lot higher than down by the coast?
It's actually not that bad.
Really?
If Vegas was a sweltering asshole,
Wait.
this is the taint in weather. Not the people. The people are probably very nice. There's lots of women there that are very nice.
I couldn't
the
agree
professionals.
more. I could not agree more.
I live in the taint of San Diego.
The grundle, the fleshy
yeah.
fun bridge.
Yeah. Definitely. So explain.
House prices, man. This is what I paid for.
So I could give you a scenario where another $100,000 on top of your mortgage gives you twice the amount of housing out there. And I think your mortgage goes up maybe about $300. Maybe.
It's still the middle of the fucking desert.
Yeah, I have a friend that lived out there.
Prostitution's legal.
He may be a prostitute.
I'm
I don't know.
married.
I'm not accusing of him.
Did you hear that, honey? I said I'm married happily.
I was saying that for your wife.
But my one friend, he may be a prostitute because his job, he says he works in a salt mine. In the neighborhood he lives in, literally, he said 3/4 of the houses are empty.
Out there?
Yeah, when he bought a house like 6 years ago, and
6 years ago.
yeah, and there's a huge development like outside of Vegas, and he invited some people over there. And my one friend comes back and goes like, "There's no one there. Like so many empty houses."
I mean, a lot of the, I mean, the Strip, they ended up with a lot of development that ended up just stopped. You know, I don't know where they're at now. You were just out there.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to Vegas?
It's been a couple years.
Wow. Yeah. You're definitely outdated. Everything there on the Strip now. Off the Strip is a different story, but on the Strip, new development all the time. They're actually building a new hotel in between, I guess New Vegas and Old Vegas, right in between, where the whole hotel is made like, how would I explain it? Oh, the Pentagon, you know, not Pentagon way, but a circle, basically, a sphere. And it's supposed to represent, every.
Wait, is it circular? Is it spherical? Like spherical.
Let's say circular. Yeah. You know, you took the word circular. So they're building this hotel circular. Yeah. Loop. In that shape. And it's supposed to be, you know, a theme. Every section of that circular hotel is supposed to represent a different theme around the world. You know, Hispanic community, the European community, Asian community, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, the point is they're growing. They're remodeling, redoing something on the Strip. So not everywhere's, dead.
So segregation's still popular.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I mean,
Erroneous opinions.
Now,
supports segregation.
that
I'm the new guy, and I might not be here again. So,
anybody catch that Afro Man video?
I definitely
I did
seen
not
it.
click on that.
I seen it.
Ooh.
Ridiculous hit. I mean, it was a combination of a Mayweather counter to the whatever you want to call it. It was pretty vicious hit.
Now, do you blame him or do you blame her.
Wow, that's tough. Do I blame him? I mean, yeah, I guess you gotta blame him. I mean, there's no reason why to ever, knock out a woman like that.
Oh, there's absolutely every reason.
All right, I'll tell you, I don't support beating women or hitting women, but I do live by something my mother told me. I'll repeat that again. My mother told me this. Never hit a woman unless she thinks she can fight you.
No, I don't even think
If she thinks she can fight you, show her that she can't.
Show her that you can't. I mean, still, this was no, hey, let me play fight with you.
I just watched that, Kevin.
Yeah, this was...
Kevin, his magic fingers brought that up for me, and that is totally uncalled for.
Okay.
I've seen videos where, like, the woman has her fist balled up. 1, 2, 3, hits the dude 3 times, and you know what? For me personally, by the 3rd time you hit me with a balled fist, you should expect at least a 3-to-1 ratio. Like, you're gonna punch me in the face 3 times, I'm gonna give you 1 back.
No, Kevin, when was it? First
but
episode?
You have to
second
not
episode?
dodge.
Second episode, I told him, how long or what does it take for you to respond? If you got some girl just wailing on you, like you said, 1, 2, 3 punches in your face, and he goes, you're gonna get a ridiculous shove back.
And I still agree with that. Now, where these performers come into it, these stage settings, you've got these guys, they're paid to do a damn job, right? I paid my money. I'm here to watch you. What I don't want to see is some drunken whore up on stage. You're not the show. You're not why I'm here, right? The reason why I'm okay with him just turning off, because I've seen a couple different videos now. He kind of looks behind him, but in the one that I had originally seen, he was playing and he just haymakered this chick right in her face. Now, after Dimebag Daryl from Pantera, a fan jumped up on stage, upset that Pantera had broken up, shoots him in his head. Shoots him. Dead. Gone. Done. No more. And we're supposed to just let fans up on stage?
Okay, well, the
with
question,
no recourse?
The question is, where's the security? Where's the security? That's their job.
So when
not
security fails, it's still his job to protect himself, right?
I mean,
They did say there was lax security at the venue. He went on TMZ and I was having a bad day and whatever.
That is stupid. I would have blamed it. No security. I was high as hell. I was drunk, and then go back to saying there is no security.
I've seen the Ray Rice video. I've seen the Afro Man video, and the Afro Man, that one's worse. Like
worse than Ray Rice.
Well, yeah, at least like Ray Rice, he's a professional athlete, and she posed no threat to him. But she was getting in his face. She did throw a little jab to piss him off. That chick was just having a good time. And Afro Man just turned and like she was a hooker and owed him money. He just taught her a lesson. You're on the curb turning tricks, not up here with me.
But for his safety, he doesn't know who's behind him. He doesn't know if it's a dude, a girl. He said he was being heckled. He doesn't know if this guy jumped on stage. He's going to throw a punch at him. The dude's just trying to play his guitar.
Okay. Even then, you're getting heckled, supposedly. You don't know what's going on. You whip around, knock her ass out, and you continue playing.
Hey, that is a true artist.
No. I mean, if you're going to knock someone out, say it was a dude. A dude's up there. Say he posed a threat. He goes, knocks him out. I'm like, okay, what's up? What's going on here? Is somebody going to come pick him up? Is there a pause in the show? Let us recuperate, figure out what's going on and then continue. I mean, no, he just knocked her out. Fuck it.
The show must go on.
That's a dude who's hit some bitches in his time.
Right. Didn't phase him.
Definitely. Did not phase him. None at all.
His wife was probably in the eyes like, teach that bitch.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that was security, but in the video a little bit later on, a gentleman does jump up on stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of fixes his hat. Afro Man turns and gives him a stern look, and it's a white gentleman, and he goes, "I don't want no beef." You can see him give the "I don't want no beef," the international hand sign for "I don't want no beef," and walks away.
International.
Whoa! You're black. You're obviously angry. You're into slapping bitches, and I'm just gonna go.
So how is it in Africa? Black on black.
No, it's international.
International.
Yeah. I don't want no beef.
But
everybody understands.
It's kind of like raising the roof, but you adjust your palms to your nipples,
right?
And they, like little mini push-ups.
Whoa, relax.
Whoa.
And the whoa. Everybody understands that. That's universal.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I'm assuming everybody should know.
Yes, correct. Everyone knows the whoa. It's universal, like Kevin said. But to cap that off, to clarify, on hitting women, what my mom said, if she thinks she can fight you, fight back. I'm under no delusions. There's some women out there that could take me. like Ronda Rousey. If
Okay.
she comes at you but she's a woman, and so she'll kill me. Like, I'm
my
fighting for my life.
My wife can take me, and she normally does.
You know, okay, that's a whole different
Snoo,
subject,
snoo.
though.
No. She fights dirty. I mean, she's down to drop you. She's down to hurt you. And every time we play around, it's straight to the nuts. There's no if, ands, or buts. She's looking to put me down quick.
Oh, and my wife used to do taekwondo, so she just spring attacks. Like
but
she'd be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, honey?" Wrist lock, and I'm crying like a little bitch.
But that's not.
And I mean,
that's
like,
not dirty though. That's just, she knows in order to win, she's gonna fight smart. Whether you classify it dirty, I mean that's a different story. But she knows you're nuts. Bam, you're done.
There's also a level. I mean, horseplay. I mean, because in the fight with my wife, I smash her face. Right? That's what I'd do. But we're playing around.
on. Smash-
So when you're horse playing, nuts are kind of off limits, dude.
But her face isn't.
No, I've never hit her.
You smashed her face.
If we were in a fight.
if
It was a fight.
Oh, a pretend fight.
But since we're horsing around, I can't twist her titties. Like there are some rules that horse playing. It's horseplay.
You
Don't
know-
full on punch my dick.
that's the same as a cunt punt.
Right? And we've talked about that on the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Afro Man, I mean, douchebag or not.
Douche-bag,
Douche-bag.
definitely, yeah.
2 douchebags, and I think he was just. So let's do this. What makes a douchebag? I found a list online. This is a refresher course for what makes a douchebag. Now I've got a total of 45 here.
All right.
Probably
Now-
won't go through the whole list.
Now, is this a refresher course, or are they the authority on douchebag?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to go into advanced course here, 45.
They're calling it the refresher.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so this is like douchebag 101, not like
Apparently.
advanced douchebaggery 347.
So who's got some guesses on what makes a douchebag? We'll see if those are on the list first.
All right, so are we saying just pure axe alone? Like axe alone? Like what?
Axe body spray?
Yes, let's go with that.
Yeah,
Axe
okay,
body
if-
spray douchebag.
If you...
I'm going on that limb. If you
you
use
went
Axe
that-
body spray, douchebag.
I actually don't see it on the list, but
No.
we may have 46 here, gentlemen.
All right, I'm gonna go off on a limb first and say take the obvious, hitting a woman, douchebag.
I don't see that on the list. Apparently they're okay with that.
This just said they are not the authority.
Okay, how about give me one example so I know
Wait,
what?
can I guess?
Go ahead.
Referring to yourself in the third person.
Ooh, let's see. Don't see it.
The Jonathan does not like this list.
Don't see it. I mean, aside from The Rock, is anybody still doing that? I mean, wasn't that a very, very 90s thing to do?
No, The Rock is the only one that can do it.
And is he the only one that gets a pass? Does he
Yes,
get does The
yes.
Rock get a
Yeah,
pass?
definitely. By
who-
far.
His name's Dwayne. I'm not making fun of his name. The dude's huge.
Well, okay, now you say it that way. His name's Dwayne. You see him, hey, Dwayne. You know, he's made a different impression for the name Dwayne. You know, you think of Dwayne, you don't think of a puny, nobody. You think of Dwayne, freaking damn near barbarian.
He's
More. Dwayne. Not Dwayne.
Yeah, that
so
fits.
so he's
That
brought
fits.
it back.
Yeah, he's brought it.
definitely.
Dwayne's back.
Dwayne acceptable?
No, unacceptable.
Never.
If you throw a hyphen in there,
All right.
douchebag.
So here's one here. We'll go with number 37. Sam and I looked over the list today, and Sam couldn't be here, but he will be here
course.
for the next show.
Of course.
Number 37, we thought of you. And that
Nice
is,
segue.
you insult your friends in public to impress a chick.
What?
John,
John, explain that.
Why do I explain like I'm the authority? I'm like, oh yeah, all the time.
I insult friends with them there or not there.
No, it's pretty much like you're competing. It's against the bro code. You're competing for a woman, or you met, you and your friend. Like, let's say Kevin and you're both single, and you're at a
Jonathan
club.
comes out and he's like, those two got small dicks, right?
Yeah, and I come up and like, oh hey ladies.
You know that fat one over there drives a Versa, right?
All right, bro.
The smaller fat one.
Usually I will not go this route. I let you, Kevin, take this, but I'm gonna take it. No need to do that. when I just tell them, hey, you want to hit the dance floor?
Ooh.
There you go.
And what are you doing out there?
Hey,
So you
anything
drag-
and everything.
If it's too impressive, then you just insulted yourself. Then like, oh, that guy dances well. I wonder where his boyfriend is.
Nonetheless,
Right?
I make or break whatever I bring on the dance floor. If I come off that way, then hey, that's
Well, when you're wearing a red sequin shirt that's a V-neck down to your navel.
Absolutely.
I just do the 10 and 2 really confidently.
Confident.
Yeah, just super confident. Like,
So what do you have you ever pre-wife, have you ever had it backfire? Where you brought a girl on the dance floor and it's just she cannot move. She was up against the wall or at the bar for a very good reason.
Oh yeah, definitely. Are you kidding me? I mean, pre-wife. Yeah, I've had a couple of occasions where the woman was just drunk and I had to hold her up. If I let go, she'll face first on the dance floor. Boof. And I'm like, all right, let me just save your dignity. Let's salsa our way back to the tables.
So
the only reason Kevin and I asked, because our next question is going to be, what's a dance floor?
yeah, I haven't seen one in
two-step.
quite some time. So things that make you douchey. Do 32 Kanye West right off the bat.
Well, I mean,
That's not something. That's just someone.
That's just, I mean, that's
that's all it says. Kanye West.
all it says.
Yeah, he has done several douchey things. Is it douchey? Yeah, I mean, post graduation, his album Graduation. Everything after that, yeah, douchey. Everything before that, not so douchey.
I don't get it. I like fish sticks.
What about let's go let's go with number 17. You insist on making people watch YouTube videos at a bar.
Oh, annoying. I don't know if it's douchey.
Oh, at a
It's just
bar?
annoying.
I've never done that at a bar.
No?
No.
I mean, I've been guilty of watching them by myself. Having a good old time in the corner there.
Good old time at a bar watching YouTube by yourself.
I've been guilty at like a party, like at someone's house. And that's the death knell right there. Like once people start showing YouTube videos or throwing it up on the screen and you're like, and this party's over.
No, what is douchey is that reminds me is, back in LA, you got a lot of, I won't throw the race card, but you got a lot of individuals walking around in the, public. So they're walking around with their phones, right? And they're just blasting this music, rap, even chum, Mexican music on their phones. Like everyone wants to hear their music. And it gets that is a douchey move.
Is it more acceptable if their phone case looks like a little mini ghetto blaster?
If I'm hearing it, it's not acceptable. Get some freaking earphones.
Now, is it music specific or like if like you saw some Scandinavian dude blasting like Swedish yodeling? Is that still offensive or is that just like?
I think you piqued my interest at Swedish yodeling. I want to ask some questions. I might soundhound that. Figure out what they're listening to.
I am not into that.
But you know what I mean? I mean, I get what you're saying. And yeah, I guess I could put myself in the situation where I dig this music and even makes me bob my head. But still, everyone else, I guess I'm one of those, man, I feel awkward. I wonder if that grandma feels awkward or that, whoever else. And it's just like too awkward.
A little social etiquette. That's all you want.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So it comes down to the category of being douchey.
Now this one here, I know Will doesn't like throwing out the race card or throwing anybody under the bus, but this one here, I'm going to do it. And primarily, I think it's a white guy thing. I honestly think this is predominantly a white guy thing.
I'll throw race cards all the time. As a white male, I am so downtrodden and oppressed.
No, see,
preach about it.
But that's okay though, because you're
like
white.
I can't think about it. I can't go on a plane, and if I go and sit down and there's a kid next to it, I'm a pedophile. Like
all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
It just happens.
No, if you had your like two kids and there's a middle aisle, and you saw me walking down, and I have the seat in the middle of your two kids.
He does.
You're
got
looking
the
at me
pervy
like,
mustache, right?
Well, I mean, being I guess the stranger, I've been like, oh, that's the dad and two kids. But if you know the situation and those are my kids and I don't know you, hey, pedophile. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
So predominantly white guy thing to do. The flat brimmed baseball cap.
That's not like
not
with the sticker on it. That is
the sticker.
That is
will
like
give that to
20 years or younger. Like that's just like a whole generation of Bieber douchebags.
But specifically, we all know who the sticker belongs to.
The store.
but just the flat brim.
Oh,
Just yeah.
Okay, all right. If you're gonna put baseball caps or regular caps flat, I think you're a little off. But if you're putting like a hat that normally should be curved and isn't and is flat, I could see that.
And we've talked about this one before. Number 3, bathroom selfies.
Jesus.
fucking hate selfies.
Now,
And you get, I listened to the other ones, and you could talk about the selfie stick. I think it should be forever dubbed the narcissistic. It is for only narcissists.
Trademark
that take,
Jonathan Winters.
I heard it somewhere else, but if no one claims it, it's mine. I made it up here.
All right,
but
right.
the narcissist, I can get selfies to a point. Like, I'm documenting this, I'm doing something. But if I'm looking on your Facebook, and I may have a relative who puts a shit ton of selfies up, and it's just enough. Like, seriously, like how much do you need to see yourself? Like, this is me at Magic Mountain.
Definitely.
Okay. This is me coming off of Magic Mountain.
Okay, so
okay.
Let me throw this question to both of you guys, John and Kevin. All right, now, I know you guys are kind of against it, so let me throw this. Now, put yourself in a situation where you absolutely love selfies. You want
So we're walking in your shoes.
you you want and adore selfies in the bathroom. Why in the bathroom?
I mean, it's the easiest place for the full body.
Because my friends don't know I'm douchey yet, so I mean that's an injustice. I need them to know
But in
that
the
I am a
bathroom.
total douchebag to go in the bathroom and take a selfie.
So what's keeping from you asking someone else, "Hey, can you take a picture?"
Well, okay, in the bathroom. Like if there's an instance where I would deem that you can take a selfie in the bathroom, it's a little awkward asking someone to take a picture in the bathroom. Imagine we're at a Denny's and you don't know me, and I found an alien, a gray, one of those. He's passed out. I'm like, hey, well, take a picture of me in this, maybe a midget in a costume. I don't know. I'm drunk. I don't know if it's a real alien. It's a little awkward. So I could say, something weird happened in the bathroom. You could take a selfie.
So you're saying there's a difference in a selfie in Denny's than in a club?
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Less likely to get a picture of
a Denny's bathroom.
Less likely to have my phone stolen.
Well, maybe. But
Plus,
still.
I don't know if they wash their hands. I mean, that's just gross.
Why the bathroom?
That's my question.
Like-
Kevin,
like-
why would you take a selfie in the bathroom?
It's for whatever reason, and it's now it's a teenager thing. It's a youngster thing, right? It's
Take yourself
I
back.
want to show everything.
Take yourself back.
Dude, I'm seriously.
Take yourself back. You're
there I am.
Yeah, you're 14.
Young.
15,
I'm
16.
Back when I only had 4 hairs on my chest
let's
as
do that.
opposed to a fur coat.
Let's do that. You're in the bathroom.
I wouldn't do it.
Bull.
No, okay, yeah.
I'm saying you
I'm
did
glad I didn't have a cell phone when I was like 14, because I guarantee you, if Kevin and I were friends, we were 14 right now with these phones, he would have a picture of my dick with a Sharpie face on it on his phone. I'd be like, check this out.
Well, now then that's a
He's
dick
winking
pic.
at you.
That's a dick pic. But I mean,
It's a selfie. I drew eyes on him.
I don't know. A dick pic is not a selfie.
I disagree. If I drew eyes on it or put googly eyes on my dick and my phone pops that little box for facial recognition, it's a selfie.
shit.
Bullshit. Prove that will happen. Prove that will happen. I mean, unless you add a freaking Facebook profile of your dick and Facebook profiles your dick pic with
What if it
all
gets
that?
your dick confused with somebody else's?
That is true. That is also true. I mean, are they going to
That's
consider
awkward. It's not even
size?
the right shade.
Right? Because it's going to match up the one eye that's there.
I was talking more of the phones where it tries to find the face and puts the little box before you take a picture.
Is that Mr. Dick? Yeah, that's Mr. Dick.
But I mean, with the bathroom selfies, and we'll get off this topic because we did it before. But I love. There's a website out there, YOLO Selfie, and yeah, it's a bunch of naked girls. But I'm looking.
YOLO?
YOLO Selfie.
YOLO?
Douchey.
If you use douchey, yes. Yeah. YOLO's douchey.
It's all women.
Okay. Yeah, the biggest buyer of douche.
What?
But if you use YOLO is an idiot's phrase for carpe diem. That's my old man rant.
All right, I'll go with that
Carpe
one.
diem
Is
what YOLO is.
being a grammar Nazi douchey? Because that's
Yes.
one thing.
Is being a what?
A grammar Nazi.
Now,
Oh,
there's-
grammar Nazi. Is it douchey? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Although grandma Nazi, she's just sweet. So I mean,
Nazi.
it's hard to hate her.
She looks great in those boots. But I mean, here's my thing. I understand if we're doing a tweet, right? Limited characters. Especially if we're texting, I don't need you to send me 10 fucking texts. Like, I get it. Use your happy face, emojis, whatever the hell you want. Get your point across. But when you have time to make a Facebook comment, the appropriate amount of space, you're trying to debate somebody, argue somebody, compliment somebody, whatever it happens to be, God damn it. Learn how to fucking spell. For me, WNT is not a word.
I don't know.
Is that want?
Oh,
Is that
okay.
won't?
I disagree.
I get, okay, learn how to spell. You're not talking about like, he eloquently
No,
made his point,
I'm
and I
talking-
spelled eloquent wrong.
No.
You're
No.
talking about like H8. I hate that.
Right. I mean, just ignorant, like,
Okay, I can get behind
But
that.
okay,
I can get
but
behind
all
that.
right. Let me be the devil's advocate here. What if your situation is you're texting and driving, although you shouldn't be doing that? But let's just keep it real. Everybody does it. Nonetheless, you're texting, you're commenting like you said, and hey, you gotta go with what you got. And if it comes out fucking all fucked up everywhere, are you gonna be the fucking Nazi about it? Hey, my bad. I was fucking driving, or I was doing whatever.
Oh no, I'm that guy where I'll type something up and then I go, oh crap, and then I go asterisk your.
So you do
apostrophe
self-correction.
R, and so they go, oh okay, he knows what he's talking about, but that was Jack.
Okay, so what about if you're fucking taking a massive shit and suddenly an earthquake happens and you're
I'm not texting.
it's
like,
an earthquake.
No, you're taking shit. You're definitely texting. And you're texting the UR whatever. Earthquake happens in mid shit. And you have to be fuck it. Send it. Get the fuck out of there. Because you don't know what's going to happen.
So you
Then what?
send the text before you bail.
No, let's-
yeah,
yeah.
The order of operation here is
It's text.
shit while texting. Earthquake happens.
No, okay.
Send.
No,
Wipe.
send.
Pull up your pants.
Send.
Then run.
Send before the earthquake. So send earthquake. Oh shit. Wipe. I don't even know if you got time to wipe. Would you wipe in the middle of a fucking massive earthquake?
I've lived in California pretty much my entire life. Yes.
Bullshit. How many earthquakes have you went through?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Every one California's had since 1979.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Northridge quake.
Oh, so you're right there shaking about in the fucking bathroom.
What are you going to
So
do?
how's this different from a normal shit?
Well, you don't got your whole house moving?
Again, how's this different from a normal shit?
You're a little distracted. I mean, just hearing
I'm
everything.
distracted, if anything, by the fact that the toilet water just splashed my asshole and it was cold. Other than that,
Am I the only one that finds that refreshing?
ooh, bidet.
Yeah, I hate it.
Guess I don't need to wipe now.
Thank God for the earthquake.
Oh, there are exceptions.
Earthquake.
Well, there are exceptions where like you're like, oh, but if you're texting and an 8 came after the H, you're a douchebag. The earthquake didn't cause that 8 to be in there and you to send it. But if you put your wrong, well, of course, there's exceptions. You can go
Okay,
with it.
so there's a list of what's acceptable and what isn't.
Yeah,
I mean-
and Kevin will be posting it online very soon.
But it is the basics, there, and there. Where and where. I mean, these are basic things that everybody should know.
And I was texting Kevin while driving, but I was doing it responsibly. I was
Bullshit.
using
No,
I was
you
using
weren't.
voice.
No, you weren't.
I was using voice,
You're
and
lying.
I remember those 3 huge texts I sent you. I'm like,
do.
hey,
I do.
I'm using the voice to text, and I'm not even checking this before it goes to you.
Oh,
Send.
those are my favorite texts to receive.
Oh,
The-
but I
The
put
voice text.
I put a qualification in there.
How's
you
your
know?
penis salad? No, I meant to say I'm getting pizza and salad. Oh, fuck. All right.
Penis
You
salad.
had me at penis salad.
Right.
What's the dressing on that? Is it a creamy base or?
It's definitely creamy Italian. Hey-o.
Creamy Italian.
Hey-o. All right, gentlemen. Well, it looks like that's going to wrap it up. I mean, I think we're going to end it with selfies again as far as, and grammar Nazis for number 1 on the douchey list, because this one was
it,
living
selfies.
vicariously through your sports team.
Damn it, so.
But,
I kind
as-
of want a grandma Nazi now.
grandma
She seems like a really sweet hard ass.
You're really stuck. We can find one.
Yeah, let's find one.
What is Grandma Nazi's name, by the way?
Okay.
Gertrude.
Gertrude?
Gertrude Dotenkopf. I don't know why I went like Russian or something. That totally was.
Nah, hey, definitely. I was expecting the Nazi salute right after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll end it there.
Why not?
Nazi salutes, Nazi grandmas. As always, I am your host, Kevin Owens. Thanks for joining us. To my left,
Jonathan Winter.
And William Cardona.
and if you have any erroneous opinions of your own, feel free to drop a line and let us know at erroneousopinions@gmail.com. And if you'd like to follow us, you can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/erroneouswords. You can find us on Facebook at Erroneous Opinions at facebook.com. You can visit our website at erroneousopinions.com. And until next time, you guys have a week.